All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and right now, man, we finna see what's going on. They saying ASAP Rocky just got exposed for setting up Yams, man. Let's find out.
For a decade, the death of ASAP Yams has remained a mystery. In the world of hip-hop, it's always been one of the industry's darkest conspiracy theories. People have always speculated that it was Rocky's entry fee to the 1%. No matter what you believe, we have to acknowledge that the pattern is almost too consistent to ignore. A star on the verge of global superstardom loses the one person who helped them build it. For years, those speculations were never truly proven. Until now, Ian Connor, the man who was once close to the ASAP mob, just broke the industry's unspoken code of silence. After years of running with Rocky, he's now exposing him, publicly accusing ASAP Rocky of offering up Yams.
Rocky killed Yams. I don't even care no more. I stopped speaking on certain shit once I realized this shit ain't a physical ego war I was going up against, but more so spiritual battle. I don't know if he's the best messenger right now. I don't know.
As a ticket to the next level. Today, we're looking into Rocky's success since that night and investigating the evidence that suggests Ian Connor might actually be telling the truth.
ASAP Yams is the short nigga with the birthmark on his face. That's in all my videos. He made ASAP with me. He helped me with everything from the start. He's my partner.
Without an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some strange reason, man, I always lose somebody close to me.
This is your boy DJ Dunks, and I'm deeply saddened to announce the death of one of the founders of ASAP Mob. Now, his name is ASAP Lamborghini, aka ASAP Yams.
I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some strange reason, man, I always lose somebody close to me.
While at first, Rocky's dark aesthetic looked just like a look or a persona to stand out from the crowd, it eventually became evident that Rocky wasn't just playing a character. He was signaling his involvement in the dark side of the industry. His music videos didn't just have high production value, they told a clear story. From the overt occult imagery to the specific symbolism in his visuals, Rocky wasn't just doing this for shock value. He was performing rituals in front of millions. We have all heard the rumors of the industry sacrifices required to reach the 1%. But while most people dismissed it all as fan fiction, someone who was actually in the room is finally talking. Ian Connor, the fashion mogul and former ASAP Mob affiliate, has broken his silence about what he knows regarding ASAP Yams' death. And what he just dropped on social media has the entire industry looking at Rocky, wondering how could he do that to his brother.
Let's say even if this was true, Ian Connor now speaking after all these years, that's some hoe shit. Like, that's really some hoe shit. In both type of ways. Like, ASAP Yams was your homie and you didn't say nothing. And then Rocky was your homie for all these years and you didn't say nothing because he was your homie. Now y'all not homies. Now you saying something. That's hoe shit. So it's like, is your word credible? Do you take somebody like that credible? I don't. Just based off those two actions right there. If that was your homie Yams and you didn't say nothing and you still hung with the nigga who killed your homie and you felt some type of way about that, that says a lot about you. And then you still hung with this nigga, and then now that you mad at him, now you want to expose that somebody died because of him. That's some hoe shit. So you just a hoe ass nigga. You look like the hoe in the end in my eyes, but what do y'all think?
According to Ian Connor, Yams' passing wasn't just a tragic accident. He's suggesting something much more sinister took place. Ian posted this on social media. However it come, I'm at peace. Rocky killed Yams. I don't even care no more. It is what it is. I stopped speaking on certain stuff once I realized this stuff ain't a physical ego war, but more so a spiritual battle. Certain people are just no good. These words are truly eerie. He isn't just claiming Rocky was somehow behind Yams' death. He's suggesting this was a spiritual transaction. And the timing of all of this is not a coincidence. Just days ago, Rocky sat down with Joe Budden and was questioned about his ties to Michelle Lamy, the Dark Queen of Fashion, and his involvement in industry rituals. I covered that interview in this video. Check it out after this one if you haven't seen it. During the interview, Rocky tried to play it off, claiming he can't justify her dark aesthetic, but denying he takes part in any of the rituals.
I can't justify the dark shit, weird shit she do. I think they misunderstanding it. Like, do she worship the devil? I wouldn't know because she don't do none of that shit around me. But I love the fact that I'm comfortable in those rooms. Like, you know, it ain't no spells being casted when I'm around. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't doing no rituals.
But the thing is, how can you deny your...
Interesting. Look at this picture right here. Do you feel like niggas be using this shit just to like get a certain demographic to fuck with them? Like all this voodoo shit and sinister culture and they take these pictures with the star, with the ring around it, and act like they, fuck with the gothic shit and all that type shit, the spiritual. They use that shit and they exploit it to gain fans and to look a certain way to the fan base, to look a certain way to people. Like, you niggas, y'all sure be picking and choosing when it comes to the spiritual shit, man.
Involvement when your music videos are literally visual blueprints of those same rituals. It seems like Ian Connor saw that interview, saw the denial, and decided it was time to break the code of silence. Now, it's important to note that Ian Connor and Rocky were once close friends and collaborators. He was essentially Rocky's handpicked protege. Back in 2016, Rocky was Ian's biggest defender. When the world was turning against Ian due to serious legal allegations, Rocky stood 10 toes down for him. He famously called Ian his little brother and a young visionary, telling the world that he didn't care what the media had to say.
See how crazy that is? That's why I said that's some hoe shit on Ian part. Rocky stood down with you while you was going through your shit in the media, and then now you just out of nowhere, you're mad at him, so you turn on him and say he killed his best friend, Yams. Like, what type of nigga is you? You giving Snake vibes. That's what this shit feel like to me.
They were inseparable. Ian was the face of ASAP Mob's Cozy era and the key player in the All Creative Collective. Rocky even shouted him out in his music. But as close as they seemed, that brotherhood eventually fell apart back in 2023 after Rocky dissed him during a Rolling Loud performance. While performing the song Telephone Calls, Rocky changed the lyrics to call both Ian Connor and ASAP Bari the B-word. Though Rocky tried to later play it off in the DMs, claiming he just forgot the lyrics, the damage was already done. Ian didn't buy it. He told Rocky to keep his name out of his mouth and off his songs, and that moment marked the death of their close friendship. Now he's telling the world that from what he saw behind the scenes, Rocky didn't just stumble into an ultra-successful industry career. He paid for it with his friend's life. Now, before you say Rocky would never do that to someone as close as Yams, look at the allegations he was just facing. Just a year ago, Rocky was in a Los Angeles courtroom fighting for his life after ASAP Rocky, another one of his day one childhood friends.
What happened to this guy? Nobody ain't saw that nigga since this case. I haven't saw nobody mention his name. Haven't seen him in no press, media, nothing.
Accused him of trying to eliminate him. Relly claimed that after an argument, Rocky didn't just walk away. He pulled out a gun and opened fire on him right in the middle of the street. Even though there was surveillance footage that clearly showed Rocky and a direct witness who ID'd him, Rocky managed to walk away with a not guilty verdict. But regardless of the verdict, Relly is adamant that Rocky shot him, and if that's true, if Rocky is really willing to pull a trigger on a brother over a disagreement, then the idea for a spiritual sacrifice for elite level success suddenly doesn't seem so far-fetched. Because the evidence isn't just in this post, it's in the art itself. Back in 2011, right as he was blowing up, Rocky released a What's Up music video. While casual fans saw a cool aesthetic, others saw something much darker. Rocky was on screen seemingly performing a ritual, signaling his entrance into the world most don't understand. This video came out around the same time ASAP Rocky's father died. The What's Up music video came out in 2012. Rocky said his father died in 2012 as well. Think about that. He drops a video where he's seen doing a dark ritual, and then his father dies right as his music career starts to take off.
Sacrifice, huh? That's what they gonna say? He be sacrificing people to elevate. He sacrificed his father, sacrificed his dad. Sacrificed his homeboy, shot his homeboy, tried to kill him. Who knows? They say he shot Barry in the hand or something, right? Listen, man, I'm not here to judge. I'm not the trial. I'm not jury, none of that. But that is crazy. If you on camera with a gun and you shot somebody in LA and you beat it, that is kind of crazy.
And the pattern that follows after this is truly alarming. In a much more telling interview from a few years back, Rocky admitted to a cycle that has followed him since the very beginning of his career. He openly stated that every time he is about to drop a major project, he loses someone he loves.
I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some strange reason, man, I always lose somebody close to me. It was my pops, it was Yams, my sister, like, I always lose somebody close to me, you know.
Damn, sister too? Those are some close motherfuckers. Your dad, your best friend, your sister. I can see where they're getting this narrative from, but you gotta be one of those people that believe in all that. Do y'all believe in all that dark spiritual stuff? You know what I mean? Sacrificing people and all. I know it's people that do it. I know it's religions that believe in that, but do y'all think in this situation with ASAP Rocky, that's the case? Is what I'm asking.
Like, some crazy, like, jinxes without being superstitious or just paranoid. Like, take a toll, I guess.
Before his debut album, he lost his father. Before his career-defining album, At Long Live ASAP, he lost ASAP Yams. And Rocky didn't just dedicate the album to him, he merged Yams' face with his own on the cover, a literal binding of their identities. Before the testing era, he lost his sister. This happened less than a year before he went official with Rihanna, his billionaire partner and the mother of his children. While Rocky describes this as a curse or a tragic phenomenon, Ian Connor is pointing out what happened to Yams as a sacrifice. He is suggesting that Rocky knows exactly why these things happen, and that rise to the 1% requires a price that most aren't willing to pay. What's that price, you may ask? The life of his brother who started it all. To the casual fans, Yams was just a part of Rocky's entourage. In reality, Yams was the architect. He was the brains behind the ASAP mob and the—
That's a fact. That's what I can confirm. ASAP Yams, he was super tapped in from the east to the west to the south, and he was bringing collabs together. He was responsible for a lot of West Coast niggas connecting with the East Coast niggas too. We did Yams Day. When they did the first Yams Day at Madison Square Garden, and we ended up going out there, Jay Worthy, G Perico, gang of motherfuckers. And he was working with G Perico and Jay Worthy and them early, you feel me? But yeah, ASAP Yams definitely was influential in this space like a motherfucker.
sole reason Rocky had a platform to begin with.
Got the So Way Out shirt on right here. Shout out G Perico.
Yams was deeply connected in the streets of New York City. He spent years as an intern for New York legends like Jim Jones, learning the industry from the inside out. Because of this, he ended up creating a legendary blog called Real N-Word Tumblr, where he blogged about emerging hip-hop. He was becoming known for his unique style that was a blend of high fashion, southern chopped-in screw sounds, and Harlem swag, all that was clearly visible in ASAP Rocky's music career. He didn't just find Rocky, he engineered his entire style. Yams was the one who handpicked the beats for Live Love ASAP, Rocky's debut project that made him a star in the first place. He was the one who strategized the organic leak of Rocky's music to influential blogs. His blueprint was so effective that it triggered a massive bidding war for Rocky, eventually leading to a historic $3 million record deal with Polo Ground Records.
I think Yams was like our Puff. Yams wasn't physically making beats and things like that. Like, he was executive producing and A&Ring, and he would reach out to different producers and bring people together because he was heavy into the internet.
Yams was the heart of the ASAP mob. He was the executive producer who ensured the ASAP brand wasn't just a rap group, but a global movement. But just as he was watching ASAP take off, he was suddenly removed from the picture. The timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Rocky was just about to release his second studio album, At Long Last ASAP, a project Yams had co-executive produced. When the album finally dropped, the cover art said it all. It was a strange attempt at a tribute. Rocky's face was fused with Yams' iconic birthmark, resulting in a dark, strange visual, almost making it seem like Rocky had consumed Yams and he was now a part of him. To the public, it was a beautiful sign of respect. But to those who can see deeper, it looked like a permanent signature on a finished contract. The man who gave Rocky everything was gone, and Rocky was left to reap the rewards of the empire Yams helped build. At the end of the day, we're left with two very different versions of the same story.
Man, this shit is a reach. Stop putting that on ASAP Rocky like he sacrificed Yams. He didn't sacrifice Yams, man. That was his boy, man. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with all that, man.
On one side, you have the official narrative, a tragic loss of an emerging hip-hop figure, followed by a curse of coincidences that just happens to strike every time a new album is ready to drop. A story of a man who reached the pinnacle of fashion and music, only to be haunted by the ghost of those lost while reaching that success. On the other side, you have the word of an insider, someone who was there to experience the dark side and see the rituals for himself.
Man, this nigga ain't shit. Fuck that nigga, man. You see how one weirdo could spawn off and say some wild shit and now create stuff like this? Narratives like this. And this is my man's, this is my brother. Nigga, I ain't finna set him up and sacrifice him. And those that know. That's my dog. What the fuck you mean, nigga? That shit was a blow. That was a huge blow to my career. Losing my brother. And then now y'all want to say that I sacrificed him to elevate to the next level. Like, no, you niggas is crazy, bro. Niggas always want to say just because a nigga elevating in a space in music or in life, period, in business, that they sacrificing people to get there. Like, no, nigga, that's not my call. That's the higher power call. If they want to take somebody's life, it just so happened the timing of my album release or whatever. Nigga, I can't make that call. You think I want to lose my father? You think I want to lose my best friend? You think I want to lose my sister? Who the fuck wants to just lose 3 important people like that?
Ian Connor is claiming that none of this was an accident. He's telling us that what we've all been noticing is actually real. That dark energy Rocky has been projecting for over a decade isn't just an aesthetic, it's the reality.
Illuminati? That don't bother me. Yeah. No, I mean, I wish I was Illuminati. I'd be probably a billionaire. People always talking this Illuminati stuff. Show me Illuminati. Show me that.
The pattern is clearly there. The interviews speak for themselves. And now, Ian Connor is connecting all the dots. But as always, I'm just laying out the pieces. It's up to you to come with the conclusion with this information. Was ASAP Yams the price for Rocky's immense success? I want to know what you guys think below.
Oh, man. Was ASAP Yams the price, the cost for ASAP Rocky's success? What do y'all think? I say, shut the fuck up.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Man, listen here, man. God damn, listen, man. Y'all gotta chill with all this, bro. Y'all gotta chill. I get it. It sounds good. It sounds realistic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I sacrificed my best friend. I sacrificed my father. I sacrificed my mother. That's how bad I want success. I'm like, come on, man. Listen, I get it. But do y'all think in this situation with ASAP Rocky that's the case? I call cap. I say no. I say this is a reach. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.